Hi guys, this is Ginger Rogers here from Not All About Tarot, and I'm going to do a quick reading here. This reading is basically about um what and how does these darker narcissistic energy, now that the facade is off, how does these darker narcissistic masculines feel about my divine feminines now as you see that they have moved on? My divine feminines has moved on with their lives. This is, I keep getting more of my tripling unions, but again, this could be for my soulmates as well. We all know at this time that now that that we are now in clarity here, we all know that these twin flame partners, divine masculines, and these soulmates, divine masculines, are soul ties and darker side of my divine feminine. So we all know that these energies, these masculines were not supposed to be for my divine feminines to settle in with and to move on this journey of true love. These were not the real masculines. All along, these masculines were trying to keep my divine feminines from going towards the person that they were supposed to be with. And this is what my divine spirits are telling me. To a point now, none of the readings of anyone, psychic readings, so-called readings, means nothing to me anymore, especially when it comes to talking about soulmates and twin flames. It does not resonate with me anymore because now I'm aware and I know exactly what these things were here to do. It was these divine masculines were here to do. They were here to keep my divine feminines from going towards their higher selves in their journey, and to basically keep the world, you guys, into an egotistical mindset and to keep them in this illusion. This is what this was about. If this clarity did not come about, if my divine feminines did not gain their strength and move out of this illusion, do you know that all of this will keep playing around and over again? There will be so much chaos and more chaos and chaos. Even though, yes, there are chaos here, but it's being broken down. People are getting what they deserve through karma. And my divine feminist moving on has created karma. And these guys have moved away from this so-called imposter, you guys, divine union. Now, I would like to ask a lot of my divine feminists who has moved on and who is in this divine journey, what was the worst part of this divine journey? Well, I can say for myself, the worst part about this divine journey was the witchcraft. The witchcraft did me in. That was my worstest fear. I can remember when it's probably about 20 something odd years ago, and I can remember seeing a film about this man. He was so good at what he did as far as witchcraft that all types of rich people went to this man to and pay him to get rid of their enemies. And this man was so good at his job. He was so good at this witchcraft, and the hex spells that he put on people that he actually, these people actually died. Well, of course, you know, I was raised up in that. My grandmother, great-grandmother, they did these things. They did these things. And yes, people actually died with the witchcraft that they had put upon them. And being that I knew what witchcraft would do, I knew what it could do. And so being hexed upon was my worstest fear because, again, like I said, I actually died. I even had a child that did not do well, and he, you know, basically got murdered because of all the hex spells, all the witchcraft that was put on me through my pregnancy. He didn't even have a chance. Did not even have a chance because of all of that. And you know, it's so funny because it's very funny because with that being said, with that witchcraft that was put upon me by this imposter divine masculine that I thought was my divine masculine at that time, he basically killed his own kid. And that is like a slap in the face. Again, you would think that I would have known all of this and would have ran to the hills once I really found that out. But again, I was still in illusion. And what people don't understand, when you are being hexed upon witchcraft, that stuff, you cannot just snap out of it just like that. No one can heal you out of that. It has to wear itself off. And yes, divine spirits has also put a block on the way that these witchcrafts is being thrown at people now. You can't even use it because it's going to go right back to sender. My divine spirits has put a block on that. Okay, so then we got the 4D that's coming in next year. You can't even use any of that energy. So what divine is telling me that a lot of these narcissistic darker souls, divine masculines who are imposters, they're not going to have any power. What I thought about today is, and I want to really get more into this, and I will into my readings. I'm just not going to deal with it today because this is a short reading, but I'm not going to deal with it today. I want to get into finding out if these darker narcissistic masculines that we thought was our divine masculines, are they truly human beings, or are they actually reptilian beings? Yes, they have the ego. They are dealing more with the reptilian side of their brain. Yes. But, you guys, I don't know. I want to get more into the energies with that to see if these guys are truly just reptilian energy. Because these guys are not knowing how to love. They don't know how to love, and they're not capable of it. And in this reading, you will see. But being that said, again, like I said, that was the worst thing that ever happened to me in the journey. Was the hex. The hex, the love spells, the love spell. I wouldn't say not so much because that didn't affect me. And I can remember when the love spell was more so, I was alarmed with knowing that I was had a love spell on me, which was when I was in Florida. My spirits had me to hear someone say that the love spell was not potent enough and that the love spell would not work. Well, maybe that's what it was, that this love spell was not potent enough, that it didn't never really work on me as much, but it still hazed me over. The one thing that really bothered me with that black magic was the binding spells. I think that was worse than the actual hex spells on my money. The binding spells. Even though I almost died a couple of times dealing with fire ants. Fire ants. That almost killed me because of the hex spell. You know, but we won't even get into that. But the binding spells that this darker divine masculine did to keep not me away from going towards anyone else, but basically to keep others from coming towards me. Yeah, they came towards me, but it never lasts. And you could see as the time went along and I was more aware and I can read my tarot cards. I got back into reading my tarot cards. You could see that these guys were hexed upon. So it was to make me feel very insecure and made me feel rejected as well as he felt rejected when I left him. Did not want me to not go towards these people. He wanted me to feel insecure and break me down to think that something was wrong with me. That magician Hex was the worst thing ever in this stupid journey. You could have done anything to me besides hurting my children. Even I took the L with my money. I even took the L with anything else, even with him going towards a comment. That doesn't bother me. Because again, I'm capable of moving on, picking up my bootstraps, and move on. There's no problem with that. But with the binding spell, that was a low fucking blow. That was a low blow for me. All the magician energy because it's a fucking coward. It's a coward. It's a coward way to go. And not only that, I think it's very vindictive and a bitch move. Because you as a masculine should be able to let this feminine go. We all take L's in this game. It's not a big deal. But this went on for a couple of years. Who the hell does that? And this is why I say these guys has to be either dealing more with their reptilian brain or these guys are reptilians, period. Because we all see that they're going to come into their raw form. And that's why a lot of these darker masculines do not and will not, even at this time right now, do not look well at all. A lot of my divine feminines do not see them as attractive. Some may say, oh, it's because of all the hex spell that they use. Yes. But these guys was dealing with their reptilian side of their brain anyways. But I'm going to go into the reading down the line and to see if these guys are really actual beings here, because I just can't see a human being actually doing this. This is like a part of their lives to do magician energy. I just can't. At some point in time, you're going to say, fuck it. It's done. It's over with. Let me move with my life. Let me move on and leave this person alone. Let me not manifest him or her. Let me not do the black magic and pray for this. Let me just go on, because if it's for me to be with this person, it will be. But a lot of these divine feminines did try to reach out to these narcissistic darker souls. The key thing is they wanted these divine feminines to chase them. But why? Because they're getting the energy. Okay, and you think about when you're dealing with your reptilian side, your reptilian brain, these beings are very scary. They're scary. They love to drain your energy, but they're scary. They're scared. They're scared people. They're scared, not people, they're scared entities. So that's what I really want to find out here in this, as time go along. Were these real beings, or do these darker souls have more of a reptilian side, or more of reptilian, period? So we're going to go into that. So, I studied about this many, many years ago. I never knew that this divine journey would bring me back to that. I never knew that it would bring, all my studying has brought me back to this. Brought me back to the first thing that started my journey back in 2015. It's all coming back to where I started. So I know I got off topic, you guys. It's been 15 minutes. So I just want to put that out there. That was the worstest part for me, was the magician energy. And I peeled from that, and I'm so very glad of that. It was a heavy, heavy load. It was constantly being done. No matter what these darker, narcissistic reptilians or whoever the fuck they were, as far as the divine, supposedly masculines, as I'm concerned, it seems as though that was a very heavy energy. And now that my divine spirits are closing the door on that, it's made a lot of, it has allowed a lot of my divine families to heal. These dudes, and we see that they still would have been doing that shit. They still would have been doing it. Now, when it comes to next year, their power, they're not going to have any. And now, if these are true reptilian beings, that means that their power is going to be lost. They're going to call up on a rock, so you think. But it seems like it's not, because these guys are not going to be able to have the energetic work. And that's probably why I'm seeing these guys are going to try to come into action next year towards my divine feminines. I'm going to tell you that right now, because they're going to try to get you guys to think that, again, that they're coming in genuinely to love wise. When I asked, I had a mind fuck earlier, but please forgive me. If I got off topic, please forgive me. But when I asked, starting this reading, how does these darker narcissistic masculines here, now that the facade is off, how does these guys feel that my divine feminines has moved on with their lives with others? The first card, though, that showed up was the Fool. So again, these guys, you know, they're wanting to leave. They're very irresponsible. They may be leaving their responsibilities to leap towards the past here with the Six of Cups. They're probably even looking at more photos of my divine feminines now. This shit is crazy. I'm not going to lie to you. This shit is really creepy here. These guys are very nostalgic with the Six of Cups about my divine feminines. A lot of them with the Queen of Cups are missing her love, her nurturing. They're missing her how she nurtured them, how she nurtured herself. And with the Six of Swords here, they want to go towards calmer waters with my divine feminines. But again, with the King of Swords, they're also angry because my divine feminines did leave with the King of Swords. But clarifying the King of Swords, what came out was Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. These guys want to have a truth talk here to clear the air with my divine feminines here. A lot of them won't mind having a little argument as well. A lot of them wants to come towards and bring this together, though, and to balance the situation with the Temperance here. Again, what came out was the Emperor and the Sun. These guys are basically trying to prove to, or will try to prove to my divine feminines that they are their divine masculines here. They may try to come out looking bright and spiffy here. If you see this Emperor, they're going to really come out and show themselves and do themselves up with the Sun and the Emperor. This is why I say these guys, I'm telling you, these guys got to be other than, I'm telling you guys, this narcissistic energy, and I always said narcissistic people are not of this species. I always said it. I always said it. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, these guys are still waiting for their divine right and the right time to make this offer to my divine feminines. And you see that this is a Page of Pentacles. So these guys going to get a little money. And I mean a little money with a Page of Pentacles. And they're going to sit here because you see that they're waiting for their investments right. They're waiting for their money to get right. So they can come up and do it up with this pimp right here. Shining themselves up to make their grand debut with the Sun. Why? What are they going to do? I got 4 wands, baby. This is what they're looking for. Clarifying the 4 wands. Why did I get the Lovers and the Moon? These guys are really in their own illusion. Because they really think that this is a divine love. And that they're supposed to be with my divine feminines here. They're in an illusion here. They still want to bring this illusion. Because here, this is really causing a lot of confliction with the 2 of Swords about this, bringing this to fruition here with the Judgment card. Even though they're stalking with the Page of Swords and want to take action with the King of Wands. A lot of them are really stalking. They're waiting. They're very mentally off here with the 2 of Swords. You know, trying to bring this together. Trying to bring this together with the Judgment card. Wanting to take action. They want to start something new here and to make things right. With the Ace of Cups and the Justice card. A lot of them with the Empress here, clarifying the Justice card with the Empress. A lot of them want to probably offer a marriage. I couldn't believe when Spirits told me that. A lot of them really want to offer a marriage here with the Page of Pentacles. They want to offer a marriage to my divine feminines here. Clarifying the Empress, I got the Knight of Wands. Again, there's some type of game playing. But this divine, darker soul here, this not even divine, this darker narcissistic energy here, masculine here, he wants to woo this Empress here. He wants to woo her, but at the same time, he is struggling. Clarifying the Knight of Wands is the 2 of Pentacles and the Star. He's struggling here to bring this to fruition and to get his wish fulfillment. He's struggling with the fact that he's not getting his wish fulfillment. He feels very rejected here with the 4 Cups. He's feeling this rejection real bad. But at the same time, with the 9 of Wands, he still wants to hold on to these divine feminines and to come towards them in a reconciliation with 3 of Cups. He's still trying to hold on to the idea, even though he's feeling rejected. So these guys are definitely in illusion because it's like they're not going to stop. Now, I did ask my divine spirits, what will happen if my divine feminists will bring these dudes back in their lives? And you already know that I keep seeing a bunch of chaos that will come towards my divine feminists. Because these are the devil here. These are devils. When I asked that, you guys, I got the 5 of Swords reversed. These guys are going to literally, they're going to, how may I say it? They're not going to put much effort in it after that. Because you already see that they're going to chase you. Once they got you, they're going to stop putting the effort in with the 5 of Swords reversed. Clarifying that, I got the 10 of Cups reversed. And I got the 3 of Swords reversed. These motherfuckers right here gonna make your life a living hell. And your family. And end up breaking your heart. This is what I kind of figured when I had the Temperance card right here. I'm like, you know what? These guys here, and you know, then I got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. It's like they're going to try to do something to clear the air. But then I got the Six of Swords right here, too. So I'm looking at this in this way. Once they clear the air, they're going to try to balance shit out. These are some devious motherfuckers. I'm going to tell you that right now. By leaving and breaking your heart after they make your life a living hell. My divine feminine is going to leave these dudes alone because already with Ace of Pentacles, I already see them standing their ground. They're like a rock. They already have a stable partnership here with the Three of Pentacles. My divine feminines are already abundant with the Queen of Pentacles. They ain't going nowhere. You guys, they're fruitful. They're stable in a partnership where they're at. They are not leaving these masculines that they have. Why? Because these guys are loving them. They're showing them love. With the King of Cups. These fuckers here that were playing divine masculines, these guys are hard to love. Their hearts are closed. They're not able to love here with the Four Cups. I mean the Four Pentacles. They're not. They're only thinking of self. And I'm going to tell you guys, these guys use a lot of people. They are definitely, this is always on their minds, how they can use people here. They're obsessed over using people. Very much so. A lot of them are very toxic as well. Some may also still have addictions. Very obsessive energy. They're also, with the King of Pentacles, obsessed with money. So once my divine feminines, if they would ever give these guys a chance, I'm going to tell you right now, they will keep it all for themselves here with the Four of Pentacles. They're trying to think on how they can do this. This is obsessively on their minds. How can they get back into these divine feminines to do this? Because I'm going to tell you, these guys love to sit here and act like they got shit to everybody else with the Six of Pentacles. They love to show shit off. They love the clout. This is what these darker, narcissistic, reptilian brain people, masculines, do. They love to show shit off. So yes, they're waiting for my divine feminines here with the Three of Wands. You see that he's still holding on to her. My divine feminines are like gold to these motherfuckers. Behind that, I got the Queen of Wands. Look at her. This woman is a bombshell. Got everything going for her. And they know that this is burning them a lot of passion here. With this divine feminine, again, there's a lot of power here with the Strength card. They know that these reptilian, narcissistic masculines here know that they're nothing without these divine feminines. That they want to sit here and play like they were formed and to keep them from going towards their person. But what is my divine feminine doing? Holding fucking back. She's very powerful. And what is she doing with the Hermit card? Keeping it in separation. let these motherfuckers keep on chasing with the Knight of Swords, because they're going to forever be chasing forever and a day. Keep their ass broke in poverty until the day they die. Like the reading that I posted just last night. So that was just the finalization, you guys, on telling my divine feminines what these foods are here all about. And I'm going to leave it at that tonight. I'm going to leave it at that. I think I talked enough. And we had a quick reading. So, guys, I thank you very much. I'm going to go on. I'm going to have me a nice weekend because I got a nice weekend planned here. And I know you guys, too, do, too, as well. But please like, share, subscribe to my channel. And I thank you all for all that you have done for me. I'm close to 3,000 subscribers. Yay! Thank you. Thank you. And thank you to my male subscribers out there, my male listeners. I really appreciate it because it seems as though my males are the ones who is the highest in watching my videos. I'm very proud of that. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I hope the ones who are out there are not these guys here that I'm speaking about, who are the masculines with the reptilian brain and the egotistical, because these guys are not going to do well. But no, I'm not biased. Maybe if you are, you're learning something right now. But thank you very much, you guys, and I do appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.